Sappo, welcome to Electronic TV.
Thank you very much.
Alright, first question. Well, I've been looking at your portfolio and why is it extensive? What started you in the drum and bass game way back in like 95, was it?
95 obviously from drum and bass started to take off as drum and bass.
Right, okay.
But I've been DJing since, 89, so I've seen it from right through, from hardcore, right up to drum and bass, the different forms of drum and bass, then back again into drum and bass, jungle and intelligence and blah blah blah. And now it's obviously one thing, universal thing, drum and bass. But 95 was probably, that's when that was me really, 95.
Like most people know you for Ding Dong Bass.
Yep.
So, which is a massive
95
tune.
again, 98. 95 to 98, those are the tunes, Ding Dong and rinse out tunes. And
so was you always into drum and bass, or is it like you're saying, logical progression that you started from one genre and to the next?
I just followed it from the beginning really. When I was DJing, it was like, it was housey sort of stuff, like hip house, and then I did a bit of hip hop, and then obviously went into hardcore electronic and like Hacienda sort of tunes, like LFO and Nightmares on Wax and stuff like that, and right through. So I've seen it all the way through really in one thing, but obviously like early on in the 90s it branched off, so it went to sort of like hardcore and stayed as hardcore, and that became a scene on its own. And then that went to techno and gabbo, happy hardcore, and then drum bass kind of went its own. I just stayed on the drum bass route really.
Yeah, so for you people like XTC as well, he stayed on very much.
Yeah, he does it all. He's on both because he's in demand on both scenes, and he's always stuck to both kind of tunes, sort of styles really. And that's good because he covers all the bases really. Because there is still a massive hardcore, happy hardcore scene. There's a massive old school
in Manchester.
Scene everywhere in the country. Old school, techno, gabbo. They're still massive. When you go to a rave, you get 4 or 5 rooms now. So
true.
All them genres are still there. They're not moved. They're just people change and come and go, but the music's still exactly the same.
Like you say, you started off like DJing first. Was you like a was you a b-boy and a breakdancer back in the day?
Yeah, I did the breakdancing and I did
tagging.
The tagging, getting arrested by the police, tagging, on the buses. Then I did breakdancing and I think it's Dance Energy, BBC Two. I did some dancing on that, and that was like breakdancing. Can't do it anymore, do you know what I mean? Then I started DJing in like '89, and then it just carried on from there. So I've always been a DJ.
You've always been around amidst the music, basically.
Definitely, DJing. That's my first and foremost thing, DJing. So.
Do you remember the first time you used a pair of decks? You had a pair of decks?
My first pair of decks were. My cousin bought them for me out of a gyro, serious, £14 from this guy down the road, and they had no pitch control, they were just like combi decks, you know what I mean, like proper disco vibes and that, and I used to write down my mixes because the records that I bought only had a certain pitch, so it'd be like, that one mixes with that, I used to go out with a set because I had no pitch control at home, and those were the first decks that I had, so I wish I still had them,
Yeah, because that's like...
put them on the wall, definitely man, £14, you know what I mean?
Wow.
That technically like 400 quid or something, you know what I mean now, so...
Expensive,
but that was the first. That was like in 89. That was crazy.
So when did you decide that you wanted to be a DJ in a club?
Probably in 1990. I was at college. I went to Loretto down round the corner in Hume, and we had like the annual party that they have. They call like the dance or whatever, and everyone was it was all like 90s hip hop back then, also a little bit of house and that. And so I DJ'd one of them.
Within our eyes.
Yeah. Crazy.
Very much that,
very. And I did one. I played at one. It was like the International 2 in Longside or whatever it was. And that was it. As soon as I did that, the first one, I wanted to do it, and I didn't. I did most of them then. Like.
So that's led you right up to being like one of Manchester's finest DJs now.
I've been here a long time, man. I've seen it all. I've seen it come, I've seen it go.
So let's get back to a bit more about production now. You've got a new tune coming out, or is that out now?
Yeah, the last release came out on the 16th, so 2 weeks ago. That was Storm Raid. They're upcoming DJs and producers in Manchester. They're going to be big next year.
Right, okay.
And they've remixed one of my old tunes from the 90s, and that's the last release I've got this year. So next year, we start again. I'm going to do an album. I've not done one really. The label's been going since 1999. Advisory Records, and 1999 really. We've not really had anything major big out like an album. So next year we're on like our 20th release. So we're going to put an album out.
Will you be touring with that album, or seeing how it goes?
We'll see how it goes. We've got on the label. We've had Bassman on there, MC Bassman, we've had MC Trigger on there. You know what I mean? And loads of like big up and coming people who are now big, and so now I'm looking to get them all back in and remixing stuff. Bassman's going to come back in again. We're going to do another Ding Dong Bass, a live version.
Nice.
Trigger's going to come in. We're going to do another TikTok remix and get like people remixing it, like Serum and who's big right now. I'm just going to do a big project with it really. And just it's about time. You know, it's not about money. It's just about
make it move now.
Yeah, just getting the brand back out there really. It's always been there, but obviously out of time because I've usually been doing stuff. Like I used to do the radio and stuff like that on One Extra. Did that for like 3.
But you're still on radio?
No, I've left there now. Okay. But I did it 3.5 years. So when I did that, it was literally just DJing, radio. Presenting, DJ, and that was it. There's no time for the label or.
Yeah,
so
you know, you have to give way.
Yeah, definitely. But now I'm just putting the label back out there next year. Hopefully we've got a big album coming. So it'll be good.
Thanks for that, DJ Sappo.
Yep, it's all good, mate.
Elek Tronique.